All right. This is part 2 for ECE 275 digital design. We're going to be using the same truth table, the same Boolean expression that we saw in the previous video for F1 and F2. But this time, instead of simulating in Model Sim, we're going to put it into Wokwi. And I'll go ahead and open that up. So here in the .json's all the code for your objects, wiring, etc. I went ahead and moved these output LEDs over here to where our inputs A, B, C, and D would be, just to make it easier to troubleshoot and test. So we'll go ahead and start that simulation. Now, referencing our truth table, we're going to run through all these sequences and A, B, C, and D. We're going to correlate to these LEDs, and I have them labeled red as A, orange as B, blue as C, and purple as D. Again, these are the same equations from the previous problem. So I'll double click on that. I'll click on this guy, and going down the list should be all zeros. F1 and F2 should be off. D, which is switch number 4, is on. F1 and F2 are off. And then C is on. Should be 3. F1 and F2 are off. So then we'll have 3 and 4, which would be C and D on. F1 and F2 are still off. And then we'll have B1, the rest zeros. We should see F1 turn on and F2 stay off. Yep, that looks good. And then we'll have B1 and D1. F2 should turn on. It does. All right, and then we'll have B1 and C1. F2 should turn off. It does. We got B and C on. And then we'll have A or B, C, and D as a 1. All the outputs should turn off. That looks good there. And then we'll have A equal to 1, B, C, and D are 0. We'll turn off or keep, or it'll turn them on. Yes, that's right. Sorry about that. So we'll turn those guys off, put A on. F1 and F2 will both turn on, just like that. And we'll go ahead and turn A on and D on. There should be no change. That looks good. And then I'll turn D off, and I will turn C on, and both of them should turn off. All right, now we're at 1011 there. We're going to go to 1011, so that's A's 1, B's off, C's on, and D's on. We should expect both F1 and F2 to turn on. That's correct. So we're going to turn C and D off and go to A and B on. A and B on is a 1 and 1. All right, and now we're going to do A, B on and turn C on. Both stay on. We're going to do A, B, C, 1 and 1, and we're going to do A, B, C, D, 1 and 1.